G'day everyone, it's your girl Sammy D. Okay, that was different. Sorry about that. Bit distracted. Good to see everyone. Hope everyone's doing alright. We are back in World of Warcraft, the War Within. I'm going to have another look at the horrific visions tonight. I've done a little bit more research and I've run it a few times now to try and get a bit of an idea of what I'm meant to be doing, and I think I've got it. Anyway, I was intending to do a stream last night, and then after honestly what could have only been described as a bit of a horror week, a dear friend gave me a bottle of wine. May or may not have drunk the whole bottle. Anyway, it was definitely in no state to be streaming anything, really. If I'm entirely honest, I've been pretty dusty today, but that's okay. That's okay, we're here. Let's run some horrific visions. Let's do it properly this time. Okay. Oh. Let's do that. Okay, so there's a couple of things I discovered. I wasn't exactly running it correctly, and I managed to upgrade my hourglass to as high as you can go for this week. So yesterday, the other day when we were on, what day was that, Thursday? I think it was Thursday. We only had the orb operation manual active, which I was still sort of getting the hang of. I didn't really know how to use it. Now I understand a little bit better, which is letting me stay in a bit longer. Very helpful. On top of that, we unlocked the entire first row. So in Horrific Visions, increases all party members' maximum sanity by 50. Of course, you can run this in a group. You don't have to do it solo. I run solo pretty well. Reduces sanity drain in Horrific Visions by 10%, which is fantastic. And in Horrific Visions, reduced damage taken and increased damage done by 5%. So that's as much as we can achieve for the Hourglass unlock this week. Obviously next week we'll get the next line, and so on and so on. In the meantime, progress towards this quest. Of course, we had to get the 8 residue and the 500 mementos. I have well exceeded the mementos now, thank goodness. I think I'm up to like 1200 or 2000 or something mementos now. Now that I've worked out how to run it a bit more efficiently and actually achieve the stuff that I need to achieve in order to make it worthwhile. So that's pretty cool. I still need a few more residue though, and I'll show you how to get those, because I was completely wrong when we went looking for it in the Black Blood near the Undermine. As it turns out, they actually come out of the visions themselves. You just have to do something a bit extra to what I was doing yesterday to be able to get it. So let us go and have a look. Let's run it. I'll show you. Send me to the horrific visions, please. Oh, this one's gone. Forgot with all these unlocks. And you can tell because it's got all the eyes all over him.
Stormwind City, a bastion of the holy light, now fallen to the void, a staging ground for N'Zoth's armies. Obeying the whispers in her mind, Illyria Windrunner forces all to submit to the old god, or be purged.
Yay? So I'm thinking, when I was looking at the chest set the last time, I said that I thought I saw Sylvanas. I don't think it was Sylvanas at all. I'm pretty sure it was probably Illyria. Makes a bit more sense. Alright, so this quest here, we're actually going to leave it alone. We'll look at it. Champion, it is I, Sidormi. I can offer you further assistance should it be desired. Now this is, from what I understand, you're better off not taking her assistance at this point. I can form a construct that can aid you in the vision. Yes, we did this. Okay, so these are the options. Good evening, Crazy. How you doing? Protect me, heal me, extra damage. So basically, tank, heal, damage. I do not want her assistance at this time, because from what I understand, she actually makes it so much harder to do at this point in time. Later on, I think it's not too bad, but as we sit right now, it's probably not the best. So I do not require your assistance. Thank you very much. Although it's going to leave that quest in there, it's going to piss me off. Alrighty, so as you can see, I've made a bit of progress towards our tributes. Again, one was just killing enemies, one was killing bosses, and the other one, what was the other one again? What was this one? Minions, no, I don't know. Can't remember. Oh, and there's one I haven't touched at all yet. Alright, let's go in, and I'll show you what I've learned compared to last time. Okay, so my sanity, now I've realised that you can't actually see it because my screen cuts it off. I have 1050 sanity, so the idea is to run this relatively quickly so that your sanity stays intact. But then, this orb down here comes in incredibly handy. No, I hadn't tried them until this week either, and honestly I was a bit, oh my god about it. Because, you know, I started playing during BFA, but I was too late into BFA to have started playing them. So I had to sort of learn as well. When I did the stream the other night, I failed bad. So basically, I've managed to get myself even a little secure route that gets me around pretty efficiently. Which is good. What's that? I don't know. Okay, I don't have time. Right this second. Okay, so essentially...
Please, save my son.
Illyria Windrunner, who is the big bad in this, actually resides in there. She's the very last thing that you need to attack, because as soon as you do, the vision's over. So go and attack everything else first, and just leave yourself enough sanity to be able to take her out, and then you're good. So once again, once you run out of sanity, you're dead. And it ends once you die, obviously you die. Or once you take out Illyria Windrunner, then the whole thing ends. So that's probably something important to note. Of course I am playing the Alliance side. I don't know what the Orgrimmar ones look like, if I'm entirely honest. So as you can see, I'm trying to get quick through this. But you do get, you know, the bonus by taking everything out. So I'm trying to do that as well. Don't scare me. Thanks. So you're about to see very soon why these orbs are important. They're very helpful. Okay, so I've essentially cleared that first area, except for her guards, which I might actually take out. I got caught once. I come within a bee's dick of taking her out, and I ran out of sanity, and it's because I had to take these guys out before, because I just left it a little bit too long. So that's probably what I recommend. Take these guys out before you disappear out of the area. And you don't have to go in and kill her yet, but they're out of the way in case you need to make a quick break for it. Okay, so this is obviously the first area, like we talked about on the map, in here. We've cleared pretty much in here, and now we're going to go in here. No way to avoid those. Just don't linger in them. You don't have much of a choice about that, really. So I recommend that wait until you're just about out of sanity before you use your orb. So that you don't... So you try to maximise as much as you can. So now we're going to the next area. And I mentioned last time that you get the thing for Scorched Feet. You will get a vision very soon what that does. Okay, so now's probably the time to cast our orb, because as you can see, the sanity is really getting very low. And as long as we're standing within it, we should be fine. Although I wasn't quite standing in it properly then, so I didn't recharge it as much as I would have liked. Yeah, see, we didn't get fully recharged then. We only got to 941, which still is okay. But so as to not waste anything, probably did a bit more I should have. So you're about to see what Scorched Feet does. Boom, and it destroys the ground. So don't stand in it. Don't stand in the fire. This isn't actually as clean a run as what I've been doing, which is a little bit disappointing. So essentially we've got to lay down bombs. We've got 8 bombs you've got to lay. Again, you've got to keep a bit of an eye on your sanity, make sure it's not going too bad. Still at 656, so it's like not actually going down as quickly as what I thought. This guy's a bit of a tricky one. Bam. See, as you can see, oh poop, go away. You lot, I don't want to see you, go away. Shit. Oh, I just had a drop out there. That wasn't fun. Don't recommend. Okay, so there's our next bomb. So we've only got 3 to go. This one, because we already took those guys out, this one's available now. Oh, Scorched Feet. And it's okay as long as you keep moving out of it. Get the Faceless. Oh! We hit here a bit harder than I would have liked. Okay, so we're going to have to look at activating our orb fairly soon. Not quite yet. And thankfully you get the thing across your screen that tells you when you start to get close to the sanity. Here we go, like that.
Detonate the explosives and let's get out of here.
Okay, let's just do the orb first.
Orders?
Now we're just about to get to the big bad of this area.
Play with explosives, do you? Then let's play.
Let's get out of there.
You've made a grave mistake. You won't dodge this one.
Now in order to get the DBMs for these, you do have to download a different DBM. I think it's called DBM Challenges.
I'll destroy the forge to ensure it never makes another weapon for Nasaf.
Okay, so that area is done. Now because of where we're, our current standing in the tree, we don't actually have enough to make it entirely through the next thing, and that's actually where I ended up making a big mistake that one time and come within a bee's dick of taking out an area and missed. So we're just going to leave that.
They speak the truth, Avatar, and you will hear them. I will make you hear them.
What I might even do... Oops. We haven't taken her out yet, so we'll just activate our last orb. You only get 3. Just to maximise our sanity during this fight. Let's go.
Will not save you.
Watch your step.
Move! Oh, fuck. Well, that didn't go well.
Watch your step. Find shelter.
Okay, hide behind the pillars when she shouts.
Watch your step.
Oh, crikey. Oh, Lyria, where are you? Can't get your voice standing in the centre. Probably why you're standing there.
Watch your step. Find shelter.
Okay. Again, behind the pillar. And this is why I said it was probably a good idea to get
Watch your step.
to get your sanity right. Because imagine trying to stand in the middle of the orb while trying to dodge all this. Whew.
Vision exploration concluded. Initiating exit protocol.
Whew, okay. So when I streamed last time, yeah, look. Okay, thanks, Rathian. So yeah, the mechanics in her fight are relatively easy. Avoid the big things on the ground, I mean that's pretty self-explanatory. And I discovered that those bomb things that appear on the ground, they don't actually appear if you don't clear the second area. So that's certainly interesting, and I'm guessing for each different area that you do, it's going to have a different mechanic associated that then gets added to the fight, which could make it really complex actually by the time you go through all 5. So when I did this the other night, I only had the one chest, but because we cleared the second area, we have a second chest, and obviously for each area you clear, you get a chest with rewards. So in the first chest, once we got our mementos and our valor stones and all that sort of stuff, but in this chest is where our black blood residue is going to come from. Didn't realise that when I was doing it the other day. Glad we can sort it out. Okay, so as you can see we're 6 from 8. So we still need to do 2 more before we can hand in that quest. And there's no limit to how many of you can run these back to back to back to back to back all day if you want. You're still going to get rewards from it. The only thing you can't unlock is the next thing in the hourglass, the next row. So yeah, look, I don't mind them. There's certainly something a bit different, and I think once I get the hang of how to do them properly, I think it'll be pretty good.
Many wares.
Something a little bit different anyway to pass the time. Yeah, so we might run one again after I have this. So how you been, crazy, anyway? So again, we're going to do basically a carbon copy of exactly what we just did. Hopefully a little bit smoother though. That wasn't a very smooth run.
Stormwind City, a bastion of the Holy Light, now fallen.
Thank you, Rathian.
A staging ground for N'Zoth's armies.
2,748 mementos.
Illyria Windrunner forces all to submit to the old gods or be purged.
Now there are other things that you can collect in here. I haven't even looked at any of that. I've just been trying to get through to get stuff done. But I believe somewhere... Oh, Game of Thrones, you know what? I love those books. And I wanted to love the show, just didn't. And it's only because I'm a sook when it comes to lore. Don't like it. Bit much for me, that show. I got through the first season. Got to the second season and went, no, I don't think it's fun.
Interrupt.
I did, thank you.
Please, save my son.
This already feels a bit better. Now apparently this matron's laying on the ground. Apparently if you loot a skull that's on, not that I can see a skull, I can see the kids throwing around a skull. Can't see one just sitting on the ground. Apparently if you loot that, then there's a toy. I'm a little bit confused about how you're supposed to loot it when they're throwing it around, but anyway. H2. What I do all the time, throw skulls around for fun. Ah, those potions that we just saw, I'd actually forgotten about them. There's I believe there's good and bad potions. I just don't know which ones are which. There is a bit of a table on it, not entirely certain. And I really don't want to get a bad potion.
You don't have to do this. Resist! Fight back! Can't believe it. Everyone's gone insane. They're stockpiling weapons for Nazoth's armies in the Dwarven district. We have to destroy them. Set these explosives around the area. I'll get to work on the detonator.
So as you see, once you get on a bit of a roll, they don't actually take too long to do. If you do it, you know, relatively efficiently, you can just run them back to back and just end up with a heap of bloody mementos and stuff, which you need at the end. Obviously, I imagine that when next week's unlocks happen for the hourglass, I'd say we're going to need a lot of the mementos in order to be able to do that. So going through and picking up as many mementos as possible probably isn't the worst thing to happen. I'm going to activate my orb because I'm starting to get a bit low sanity. And again, you can't see my bar because for some reason Streamlabs cut the top of my thing off. But I was down to, you know, 220 or something sanity. But yeah, I didn't realise that when I streamed the first time, that that's what that was for. So they're, honestly, they're probably the first things, what, you don't have much of a choice really, that you activate in your hourglass tree. So as you can see, I have started to get a bit proficient with how to run these relatively efficiently.
You're causing quite a ruckus. Time to die.
Interrupt.
Oh no, I didn't interrupt. Oops, doesn't matter, killed him. So as you can see, the scorched feet, if you're going over the same area, would become a bit of an issue, but as long as you're, you know, moving forward, I guess, it's not too much of an issue really. Okay, so we've only got one more bomb to go.
That's all of them. Detonate the explosives and let's get out of here.
I don't think I even need to do the sanity before I fight this guy, actually.
You like to play with explosives, do you? Then let's play.
Let's.
Look out!
You've made a grave mistake. Don't dodge this one.
No, you're right, I didn't.
The one ahead. I'll destroy the forge to ensure it never makes another weapon for Nazoth.
Oh, that's what I forgot to do. Bugger.
Watch your step.
I thought I forgot something.
Interrupt.
Father, do not listen to the whispers.
Definitely did this way more efficiently because I still have another orb after this one that I haven't used.
I will make you hear them.
No. I will never.
Right, let's go. Yeah, Lyria's fight's not too bad. Dodge the things on the ground, hide behind the thing when she goes to yell. Avoid these things, they're a bit shit when they explode. But she does like to stand right in the middle of them.
Watch your step. Find shelter.
Find shelter. Hide behind the pillar. I'm not behind there. Well, that was dumb.
Watch your step.
What did I do that for?
Vision exploration concluded. Initiating exit protocol.
So I'm looking forward to, as I unlock more rows in the hourglass tree,
N'Zoth clearly exults in the notion
to be
of
able to
corrupted
do
stock.
more.
The further you venture
I mean,
into
that
the
would
city,
get very
the more
repetitive
I
very
desire
quickly, I
to
think.
end. Once
Okay, so we only need to run it one more time in order to get our last bit of residue, which I think we might do. Things we're hearing all. I'm just gonna super quick. Oops. Okay, might do a quick repair.
you have arrived.
Actually, while we're here,
Until next time.
I did have a look here earlier. There's some pretty decent rewards by doing these. Actually, I know there's a couple of areas, and I don't know exactly where they are. It's not been my focus at the moment. But there's, I believe, if you go to a certain mailbox, you can pick up a mount out of it, and things like that within the horrific visions themselves. But you can also purchase with your mementos some other really cool
I have all the time in the
things.
world.
So there's a couple of mounts. There's that mount, 40,000 you need. Can you imagine how many? Anyway, there's a pet, and there's a bunch of transmog. There's another mount, and then I think the rest is all transmog, all with, you know, the eye and that sort of stuff. So, and they're worth obviously not as much. And you know me, I'm not huge into the transmog anyway, but I'll definitely go for any mounts that are there. Alrighty, let's do one last run of this, get our last residue, and then we can hand in that quest. We'll have to see what the reward is for doing that. And that's what I mean, you can, there's no limit on how many times you do these, you still get the rewards.
Stormwind City.
So it really is worth your while a little bit, spending a little bit of time going in and running it and getting a bit used to how it all works.
Obeying the
Because this is a very different stream to the one that I did the other night, where I was sort of fumbling around trying to find my way through. Going, I have no idea what I'm doing. In fact, I didn't even kill Illyria the first time. I lost all my sanity before I got anywhere near Illyria. Oh, I did that way more efficiently. That was better than the last run. Smashing it.
Please save my son.
Like I said, once you get in a bit of a roll, like you sort of just get used to which way to go and what's going to work for you the best. And just because I ran this way doesn't mean you have to run that way either. This is just what I found works for me.
It's too far away.
Watch your step. Interrupt.
Don't need to be dead.
Interrupt.
Okay, so again that opens up a area so I can just walk in if I'm starting to run a bit low on sanity. I don't think that's going to be a problem though.
You don't have
You don't have much choice but to walk through these. Not much you can do about it, really.
Can't believe it. Everyone's gone insane. They're stockpiling weapons for Nazoth's armies in the Dwarven district. We have to destroy them. Set these explosives around the area. I'll get to work on the detonator. Stay safe.
Oh yeah, I'm saying we'll say. Ah. Oh, he's in a different spot. Just trying to throw me now. Spinning somewhere different. Oh shit. Okay, so we need to do this. So there you go, you gotta keep a bit of an eye. I lost track of my sanity there for a second. And thankfully those things come into your vision so you can see when you're starting to get a bit low. I'll take this guy out.
You're causing quite a ruckus. Time to die.
I need to get closer.
Oh shit. And that's where the scorched feet is a bit of a pain in the butt, really. Oh jeez, I'm taking some damage. It's because I walked through the scorched feet, I'm pretty sure. Oh shit.
Interrupt.
No need.
That's all of them. Detonate the explosives and let's get out of here. You've got my attention.
So, you like to play with explosives, do you? Then let's play.
Let's.
Look out!
You've made a grave mistake. You won't dodge this one.
Go on ahead. I'll destroy the forge. to
Got you,
ensure
son of a
it
gun.
never makes another weapon for Nazoth.
Okay, so I think we'll be pretty good to finish this. I think, not that I thought that was going to be an issue anyway, but you know, you just never know. You might have a rubbish run or do something dumb or
And you will hear them.
spend too long standing in your own scorched feet.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Find shelter.
Where's she? Oh shit, I don't even in quite the right spot.
Watch your step.
Yeah. That should now give us our last black blood residue that we needed. Yes! Which means we can hand in this quest. Freaking fantastic.
N'Zoth clearly exults in the notion of a corrupted stormwind. The further you venture into the city,
Yes!
the more I desire to end him, once and for all.
Okay, cool. So now we can hand in this quest, which is fantastic.
Aspect's grace shine down on you.
Were you successful? Yes. Yes, I was.
May the flights protect us.
Yes, by combining the residue with the displaced corrupted, thank you, mementos, I can, yeah, just like so. And then with a bit of my bronze magic, there, done. Huh? Now that I have a working knowledge, I can also make more if you bring me additional displaced corrupted mementos. I will see if I can refine the process anymore. Check back with me later. Ooh. Yeah, right. Okay, so you can choose any one of these. I have no idea what any of them do. Although I can very clearly read. You know, we'll just go to the first one just for ease of... Okay. Cool. Okay, so that's obviously the weekly. Oh, these are all enchants. So does that mean that's now been applied... Was it to my helm? That first one come up as? Oh no, it's there. Apply lesser rune, avoid ritual to a helm. Huh. Yes, sick. Okay.
Go with the aspects.
Okay, so... Is that how it works? How do we do it? I didn't just sell it. Fuck. I thought I sold that then. Hang on. Please tell me I didn't just do what I think I just did. I don't know. Hopefully you just did it and doesn't actually anyway. It's not like when you socket it and you can see the socket in there. Cool. Alright, well that's, I'm pretty happy about that. So we finished, I'm assuming that that's going to be the weekly goal, I'd say. 500 and the 8. Oh fuck. Oh yeah, it's a no mount area by the way. Don't try to fly through it like I just did. That's right. This map makes no sense. Champion, good tidings I hope. Hey Overkey. Astounding! This is what I've been missing. The map Finley found is a cipher, but this key is incomplete. If you find any more out there, I found heaps for you, lady. Please bring them to me. I will decipher this map or my name isn't Elise Star Seeker.
May the stars guide you.
Okay, now I wonder how high that goes. Does it just go to 10? Oh, alright, calm down. That's what you might have told me, but apparently not. I'm assuming it only goes to 10. I don't know, I wouldn't know. Okay, that's obviously where the horrific visions are. We still need to do a delve and a dungeon for the week. For the weekly quests, and then all the weekly stuff's done. I've fortunately, with my drinking far too much alcohol last night, I didn't do an awful lot today. So I did spend a little bit of time just sort of bumming around and just doing cleaning up some of that weekly stuff that I hadn't done yet, which was good. And then I went and had a nap. When you drink a bottle of wine, that'll probably do it to you. Alright, well, you know what, I reckon that might do us for the night. We've achieved a fair bit. And I'm probably not going to do too much else. I'm probably going to go to bed pretty soon. But look, thank you for joining me as always. Crazy, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing alright. And yeah, we'll catch you next time. I'm hoping to be on again tomorrow night. We will see. You know how these things don't really pan out sometimes. Last night's a classic example of that. I'm going to get on stream now. I'm going to drink a bottle of wine. Alright, you guys have a good one. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. And yeah, we will catch you next time. See you later. Bye.